Alright, so today I want to do a quick video on how long it'll take to run out of gas on a 320i. As you can see on the screen already, it's 2.3 miles since I just started it. I stopped by a gas station to get some gas in a tank, a little bucket, and so I can fill up the car a bit later. But today, I'll take you on this journey on how long it'll take. I did a video before on my 550i, so check out that video. It's pretty interesting to see those results. I want to see if this car will have it beat it or be about the same. So without further ado, I'm going to start driving, and you'll be able to see kind of my progress as I go along. So here we go. And the roads I'll be driving on are going to be highway, freeway, on city, like streets, and kind of in more of a mountain area. So we'll kind of see how things turn out while I drive through those areas. This car it has a single turbo. It's a 2017 320i. No special upgrades on the car or anything. No special upgrades on the car or anything, but it does provide pretty good fuel economy. I will be driving in Eco Comfort mode, and you'll be able to see that here on the screen. And I'll try to stay within the blue, just so it's easier to for people that are going to be trying out. I'm guessing they're going to try to drive as carefully as possible, and that's kind of what I'll be trying to do, is drive as carefully as possible, not to accelerate too hard. And that's why I chose the eco mode to for this experiment. But overall, just tell you a little bit more about the car itself while we're driving. There's a few things that I absolutely love about this car, and those some things I'd love to share with you. Is the navigation screen and all the tech that this car does offer, and I found that's really interesting compared to my 2011 BMW. So some of the techs that I absolutely loved about this newer BMWs that they're trying to put into is they have a link here that shows you what kind of weather's going to be happening. Might not be important to some of you. Another one that I found really interesting and new is you can scroll down through the news section of the car and see what the current local or international current events are, and it'll actually read those back to you through the car speakers. And I found that pretty interesting. I didn't think that's something that would be available. But one feature that I did find that I will be using quite often in this car would be the maps. They absolutely have incredible map integration with your smartphone. And what I mean by that is, if you went on your map settings on your phone, and let's say you wanted to go to a local Starbucks or Dutch Bros or wherever coffee shop you want to go to in the area you live at, you'd be able to find that on your phone, and then just click from your phone to that destination and send it directly to your car. And once you get into your car, you just click, the iDrive button down, and it automatically loads that address right into your GPS, into your car. So I find that really cool. So you don't necessarily have to put your phone. I usually do is I just put my phone somewhere on the dash, and I use the navigations through that. But you don't have to do that. You can just send it directly to your car, and boom, it's right there on your screen. So that's one thing I found that was pretty interesting, and I believe that's a pretty cool feature that the BMW has to offer. So right now, as you can see on the screen, we have 4.4 miles, and we're driving on 0. One thing that I will mention is when the indicator where it says dashes right now had 0, I was able to drive 1 mile before all the dashes turn on. So 0 is anything between first mile. So right now we're at 4.7 miles or 4.8, and we're still in 0. I'm assuming it's going to go more than 13 or 14 miles to the gallon, but we'll have to drive and find out. So this we'll do a time lapse of closer when we get to like 20. So stay tuned. Alright, so while we're driving, I wanted to show you a quick update on what the Connect Drive has to offer. And some of these features are pretty cool. I downloaded this app right here. My phone is connected to it. And what it does is that this is the app that if you go into Maps and you click share, it will share it with the car, and you'll be able to, once you get in the car, directly go to that location. So alright, and so the next one is calendar, Pandora, voice, and these are the really cool ones right here. So the vehicle apps, we got weather, and it'll actually show the weather. You get news, and I think this is pretty cool. So if you click on news, it takes about a second to load up, but not very long. And after you're done, you can click top news. You can select sports, whatever you want. I'll just click to the first one. And if you're in drive, I'll put my car into drive for a second. And if I click play,
UK PM May, getting rid of me risks delaying Brexit by Kylie McLellan and William J.
So it'll start, you can actually have it play the article. And they have different, most of them are Reuters. That's the news source it's pulling it from. And it'll actually start playing back some of that news thing back to you. So then you got online search. I don't find this very helpful. But it's basically, let me just show you. So you can select different areas that you want to search certain things. It's mostly used for looking up destinations like restaurants and such, not like your traditional Google search. So that's basically what that is. And I'll go back into here. Yelp, My News, Flickr, BMW. So those are just a few other ones that you could use. I personally like just to keep the weather on while I drive. I think it's a pretty cool feature, so I keep that on most of the time. But anyways, that's what it was. Back to driving. Like we're running out of gas, and I'm on a highway. So we're gonna try to change lanes over here as best as we can, and hopefully make it to an exit here. I got a semi truck right on my tail here, so not in a good location, but looks like it's barely throttling, but it's still driving. So it looks like we made it about 22.9 miles a gallon. And I hope I can make it to this exit. I thought I had a little more gas, so I was driving a little bit more confidently than I probably should have, but we're still barely cruising. I have a message that says drivetrain malfunction. Try to take that lane over here. So it's giving out, and I hope I can make it. It's still showing that I'm slowly starting to decelerate. And I hope I can make this exit here. Probably not the best idea, but that's sometimes what you gotta do to make a test like this happen and come forward. So we're just slowly cruising through it. I'll turn on my blinkers here so people behind me don't get too frustrated. We could probably even cruise all the way to the gas station here. It's right off the exit here. I don't know if I'll make it on the ramp, but we'll try. I put the car in neutral just so I can cruise it up the hill. So we're at 23.8 miles. If I can make it up this hill, I could probably cruise all the way to the gas station, which would be awesome. Then I don't have to stop at the gas station. Let's go, please go. Alright, just keep going. Alright, I think we can actually cruise all the way to the gas station, which is a first for me. Well, I had that happen before once, a long time ago. Right now we're just cruising. Let me show you kind of the roads ahead of us here. So we're cruising. Looks like we're gonna make it. And I'm completely on neutral here. think I'll make it actually. We'll see. I can probably make it here. Okay. Alright. So I ran out of gas, but I'm still barely cruising. I'm gonna pull into McDonald's here, right by the gas station, and fill up. So that is how long it takes to run out of gas on a highway. Surprisingly, my last video, the video that I took earlier, I was actually able to cruise much further on 0 miles. So here we are at a park, as you can see, 24.2 miles. So I cruised maybe about a quarter mile or so on 0, just, you know, off the speed that I had, and I couldn't quite make it past the light to make it to the gas station, but I was really close. So that's what it takes. If you like this video, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I'd love to see you in the next video. Thanks. Have a great day. So here you have it. Ran out of gas. So I didn't expect it to go that much. I thought it was going to be a little bit more. That's why I ran out of gas right in the middle of the highway. But as you can see right behind me, I was able to make it to McDonald's, which is under construction, and get this car filled up. So it does take premium gas, and I had a jug with me that's right here. So no problems there. For you guys that love videos like this, give me a thumbs up. I'd like to review a couple more cars and see, you know, what kind of fuel economy they get. But until then, stay tuned and peace out.